close distance, takedown, position, submission. Those are your 4 phases for Jiu-Jitsu, right? If you're in an MMA fight or a self-defense situation. Okay, for Judo, you have 4 phases. Sometimes people say 3, okay? And the first one is gripping. We don't need to close distance because by the rule set, he can't flee from me. And the same in Jiu-Jitsu, he shouldn't be allowed to flee from me. If the referee's doing his job properly, he runs, he's going to get penalised, right? He's going to start picking those up. So I don't need to close distance in Jiu-Jitsu or in Judo, but we need to grip. Gripping is the first phase, okay? Then you get your kazushi, you're off balance, then your entry, and then your throw. So we're going to take how much time have we got? Okay, we're going to take a quick look at gripping first, and then I'm going to go into three throws I want to show you. And there's more to the system than what I'm going to show you today, but we've got an hour, okay? So to go to one of the points here of them trying to disengage is stiff arming, okay? So if Mikey wants to grip up with me and he makes his arms go stiff, so now any throw I try and get going, it's going to be really hard because he's stiff arming me, okay? In Judo, that's illegal. In Jiu-Jitsu, it's not illegal, and they absolutely will do this, okay? So how I deal with stiff arms, okay, is I don't play the Judo grips once they do this to me, okay? I'll either disengage, but I don't want to. I want to engage them. So you could choose to break your grips off, but it's actually an opportunity to get some really nice grips on them, okay? So we're going to take our elbow here, up and over, turn it into an underhook. Now I've got an underhook with a collar grip. Because we're playing this stupid neutral game where it's just going here, and we're getting really tired, and we're pushing around, and we're just kicking each other's legs like this, and getting sore legs and sore ankles, okay? Into an underhook, okay? I'm not going to bother doing a takedown from there, okay? We haven't got time today. But if after the session, if anyone wants to ask me, I'm happy to go through anything, okay? But if you wanted one, here, you could go for body locks, you could kneecap, you could do a lot of things, but you've got an underhook, and they haven't, okay? I'll show you again, here, into an underhook, okay? If, for some reason, you prefer an overhook, some people do like to whizzer, you could do the same thing, but the other way. Or whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'll do it really gently. So Mikey cross collar grips me here. Okay, this is a mistake. Well, you can do it, but you better be careful. Okay, so I take this shoulder, I'll do it gently, and I turn in and whack him. But it's really hard, and that grip comes off. Whoa. But it comes off with like mean intentions. So the guy, I've done it to this guy, and he's, oh, sorry mate, like you're a nice lad, but we're in a fight, right? Okay. So look, so there's a couple of things here. So we're gripping up, okay? Now you're saying that you could go to here, which is actually a very strong grip because he can't turn in now. He goes to hit me, he can't go, oh, absolutely. Okay, so, and your one is that they pull guard. Okay, now pulling guard I can deal with. What I don't want him to do is jump guard. I know white belt you can't jump guard, but if he jumps guard, I mean that's pretty awful to deal with, okay? Plus you get the risk of getting your leg jumped on and all that sort of stuff. So first of all, to deal with the guard jumping, I'm going to pull down to break his posture. Now maybe he postures up really high, okay? But that's great if I'm allowed to grab legs, because then I'm in, okay? So if I pull here, so if you try and jump guard, try. He can't get off the floor. Okay, he's trying, but he can't, okay? As long as I keep that anchored down, he can't jump guard. He can pull guard, but if he pulls guard, it's going to be very hard for him because I'm controlling his posture. So he can sit on his bum, and I can pass. Okay? He can't, for example, sit into like, if I was going to pull guard, I'd want to come in and start locking stuff up. But that's really hard when someone's got a good grip on you. Okay? So what we're going to drill, and to mix the two together, because we don't want to get cross collar grip, we want to win the grip. Okay? So I was taught in Judo to pin this hand first. They come in, they don't want the hand first here, they want to circle around, pin that in first, and then get to here. Okay? Now this is a think of this, if I try and think of it, in simple maths terms, I now have 2 hands on. I've got 2 grips. So what would you do from here? You can't grip this because I've killed it. So you might get grip on my sleeve or you might get grip on my collar with that hand. So he can only get 1 grip. 2 versus 1. I'm winning this match. Okay? I haven't won, but I'm winning. I've got 2 grips instead of 1 grip. Does that make sense? Okay? So when I come in, if you can get that sleeve, great. Jiu-Jitsu gis are a lot smaller in the sleeve, so it's not always easy. But just slam here, pin, and get to here. You can't always do that, so you may have to come in and avoid their grips and look to get that in. Okay? Pull down and get hold of it afterwards. It's up to you. If you can get that sleeve first, that would be great. Come in, pin it, get hold of the sleeve, get hold of the collar, and pull that down. That's going to be our starting position for what we're going to do today. Okay? So this now eliminates the risk of the cross collar. See, he needs that into here, but he can't because I've got hold of it. Okay? And this will at least stop the guard jump. Okay? The guard pull, if it does pull, I can go around his guard. So you can pull. Because he can't establish a guard because I've got his posture broken. Does that make sense? Does everybody know what they're going to practice? Yeah, so we're going to come in. If we can get hold of this first, if we can't, go here and win the grip battle. Okay? And if he ends up gripping me at the same time and we both end up gripped, here and here, you get it from under. Okay? 1, 2, 3. But this is a nice simple strategy that you can work with. Okay? We want to have 2 hands on if we can. Okay? So let's look at some reactions. What sort of reactions can he do? He could pull, but I'm not going to cover that today. Okay? Any more than I have. I'm going to keep his head down here. Okay? But you've probably all seen or been in the situation where you both get gripped like this. So you grip up with me. Here. And we both took our bums out because we're both worried about getting our legs grabbed. I don't know, you guys see, maybe you haven't seen this, but this is really common in Jiu-Jitsu. Because if you stand up here, you will get your leg. Oh, I'd grab someone's legs if they stood here with me. I'd pummel my hands in, or go this way, and I'd grab their legs. Okay, so you keep your legs back in Jiu-Jitsu, and you end up doing that double bum stick out thing. Okay, so what sort of reactions could we get from him? If I pulled him down to here, okay, he's got, if I can control this arm though, so let's say I've won the grip battle when I pin that there, okay, he's got 1 hand. What can he do with it? So you just hang it down for a second. What might he do with that hand? Anyone give me any sort of options?
Grab your leg?
Sorry?
Grab your leg.
Okay, right, so you can try and grab my leg. That's why, because I've got hold of his posture, that's going to be hard with. So if he goes to grab my leg, I can hold him off. Okay, because I dominate everything. Yeah?
Take your collar.
Yes, he could try and grab my collar. Which way? Straight in the middle?
The other collar, same side.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he could do this. Okay? This would be part of my trap, and that's what I'd like him to do. I'd like him to come under here, or I'd like him to go over the top. So you take your hand out and you put it at the top. And try and grab my collar. Okay, either one, I don't really care. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting him to do. He may not. Okay, and we're going to deal with that at the end. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 throws. 1 if he comes over, 1 if he comes under, and 1 if he does nothing. So I'm going to show you 3 throws from this position that are all kind of like sweeping, rolling throws. Okay, so we'll do this one first because his hands come over. Okay, because we're here now. Okay, and this is a tornado throw, or Yoko Okari, if you do Judo. But it's not Yoko Okari. There's 2 ways of doing Yoko Okari. This isn't the lame one. This is a good one. We may see it as a tornado throw. I think Cyborg does it. Okay, here. I'm going to do the throw, and then I'm going to break it down and show it to you. Okay, it looks like this. He's reached over, perfectly follows my trap. And there we go. No big back turning, no hacking at legs. Just do a nice roll and over he comes. Okay. Some of you may know it. Okay. And sorry if I'm teaching you how to suck eggs, but we're going to practice this in a way that I think works quite well. We're going to start on our knees. Here. Okay. I'm going to grip. Mike's going to put his hand over the top, okay, but without gripping my collar, just to learn the technique. Here, I'm going to take his wrist, and I'm going to move myself back so that we're lower, here, and I'm going to take this arm and bend it like into a kimura. Can everyone see that happening? Now I'm going to put my head under with it nice and gently, because it is a kimura. Okay, and I'm putting a submission on, so I need to give my partner a chance to roll. And I'm kimuraing him over to here. Okay, check again. So I get the high collar, breaking posture, he reaches over, I take the wrist with a bent arm, which I know it's not exactly what I did, but this is how we learn the mechanics. I come back, and I'm going to take this arm up and under. Okay? When I do this, I try and imagine us both, ideally in an ideal world, laying like this and rolling. If we're both completely upright, then that roll becomes really hard. So breaking that posture down, get here, and sprawling yourself back will make that easier. Here, okay, so I'm going to grip. Miad reaches over. Sorry, come around so you can see. Here, I take the sleeve. Now I want to make sure that I collect the elbow. Here, to make that kimura happen. Okay, here's going to be difficult to bend his arm. Yeah, exactly. Here, okay. Now, if I try this right now, I'm probably just going to injure him and myself, maybe. Okay, I'll do it very slowly so we don't. But I go here and I get stuck, or I really force myself underneath and I injure my training partner and maybe myself. Okay, take the time, and because if you can't do this, don't do the throw. Do something different. Let go. But take the time to pull them down. Okay, from here. If he's gone to his knee, that's perfect, that's great. But let's say he doesn't, so he can manage to get to a squat. But still, this is good enough, we're very low now. And I'm going to roll that way. I want to get that way as far as I can. Okay? Whilst I'm going to roll in this direction, I want my body to move that way as far as I can. But without pulling him down, I won't have a good roll. Like this, we're like Tower Bridge. Imagine Tower Bridge trying to roll, it's just going to collapse. Okay? I want to turn it into, I want to get us low to the ground here. Now the roll. Become nice and easy. No risk to my, or very low risk to my training partner. Whereas up here, I'm definitely going to injure him. Okay, and you're going to get complaints. You go to a judo club and you do it up here, you get, I got complaints. But I go low and they don't mind. Okay, they accept it. I've gone for my grip again. I've controlled this one here. He reaches under, which is a better thing for him to do, really. Okay, reaching over is a mistake. He reaches under. I'm going to collect that sleeve and pull him in. Okay, once I'm here, I'm going to slam my hand over his back and get hold of his belt. If the belts come loose, I probably wouldn't do this throw. But you can grab the lat sometimes, or part of the gi here. You can grab it into the armpit, and the throw will work. Okay, but there are better options. I'd come to here and I probably wouldn't do the throw I'm going to show you. I'd probably just move behind him, take his back, and either valley drop or stick him on his face. Okay, but from here, he's reach under, pull him down, step in, collapsing this arm, and getting hold of the belt. Now we're going to go Sumi Gaeshi, and this is unstoppable. I'll be honest, it sounds really arrogant of me. I back myself to throw anyone once I get to here. Not because I'm really good, but because the throw is really, really powerful. Okay, to the point where I'll tell you what I'm going to do to you, and I'll say try and defend it, and then I'll just chuck you through the air. Okay, so from here, a normal Sumi Gaeshi looks like this. Here's the grips. We'll do some different grips here, but it generally looks like this. You pull the head down. Can you put your feet square for me, just for demonstration purposes? I sit in and I cross, like a butterfly, but cross gripped here on the foot. Sit through the legs here, and then they throw them over the head. Okay. In reality, they base out and they squash you. But with this modified grip, here, he's reached under. Good, I've collected it. I'm going to collapse that arm now. If he tries to stiff arm me, he physically can't. Here. And slap onto this belt. And once you get here, it's a done deal. Because he's got no stabilizer now, I'm going to throw him over this shoulder, and his arm's trapped. I'm going to step around the front to here, and sit under him. I'm going to shoot my bum under, cross grip here, and throw him over my shoulder. Okay? When you throw them, open your hand. One, they get a fist in their back otherwise, not nice. And two, you get a back on your fist, which isn't nice. Okay? So open your hand. Okay. So again, we're here. This time we reach under. We collect. Here, just like last time, we collect it. We're going to pull in and snatch the belt grip. Or tip, anytime you grab a belt, it's always a good idea to grab up the gi as well, because sometimes the belt slips or comes loose. right? Grab a bit of the gi as well. Here, I'm going to step around the front and drop under with my foot. Lift my hand out. Okay? I think this is a better throw, to be honest. The Yoko Akari, I've absolutely hit on black belts in judo competitions. Yeah. This is a kind of a, it's done, it's over. I've got my grips. Okay. I'm going to Sumi Gaeshi you on 3. 1, 2, 3. Try to stop me. Okay, this is really powerful. So I grip. He reaches under, which is a better strategy for him. I collect, pull him down, and go for the belt. I've always got the option to step behind him instead, body lock him and trip him on his face. And it's worth noting, in Jiu-Jitsu, we're allowed to do this. And if you get here, and this is what I recommend you do, if you get a body lock from behind, trip him on his face, drag him to the floor. You can't do that in Judo, but you can in Jiu-Jitsu, and I use it all the time. Okay? But, here, pull him down, get to here, I don't need to try and get behind him. The throw's done. I'm going to step round him to here, so I'm in front of him. I'm going to sit in underneath him, and I'm going to control the bum between his feet. Is that okay? So what I'm doing is I'm doing this. I'm getting a wide step and a pull. So I'm building a massive amount of momentum. So even if she didn't go flat to her back, which she did avoid really nicely, I'll do it slowly now. I went here to build momentum. And she still went here, tried to turn back in, but it was too late. I had too much momentum. I'd already had it down to the ground. My follow off on top. Okay, by the step and pull. Here, to get going. It is a massive amount of momentum. It makes it unstoppable. This is possibly the most technical and the trickiest. Again, I have used this in judo competitions at a decent level. It does work very well. It's the Tomoe Nage. More specifically, Yoko Tomoe Nage. But there are some details. It looks like this when done properly, so you grip up with me. He got some grips. Yeah, okay, like this all normal grips, fine. And he didn't give me under or over with this hand. Okay, so we're here. Well, I've got his posture broken. If I haven't got his posture broken, I'm going to try and get to his legs. Okay, or maybe you like some different throws. You can do that if we're up here. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you like Uchimata or something, so you could come in if you want to. Okay, but I like to shoot legs. But we're going to break his posture. This now, or he breaks his own posture, which is very common in Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, so from here, he's not giving me the grip that I want, so I'm going to go for a Tomoe Nage. What's the worst thing that happens in a Tomoe Nage? It ends up on my guard, big deal. My guard's all right, okay? I don't mind being in the guard. Okay, but if I can flip him for 2, that'd be even better. Okay, so here, this is what it looks like. Right, didn't I? Okay, here's some common mistakes that I will definitely see today, and that's fine. Can you use grips for here, just for that's what everyone's going to do. Here's a common mistake. And the guy ends up rolling across here and not falling over properly. Okay, or another one is this. Okay, those are the 2 common mistakes. One that they get moving, or one they go in the wrong direction. Okay, and the solution to those, which is obviously easy for me to say, harder to do in practice, is to make sure you control the posture and to use your hands. Your hands are really important for this throw. It looks like obviously like a foot throw. It looks like you're using your leg, which you are. Don't underestimate how important your hands are for this. As I'm going in sideways here, I'm really pulling with my hands to control him. Okay, my grip's important. This high grip is now critical. So if I can, when I come in, on all of these really, when I come in, if I can, to get this grip, rather than go here and look for this, personally, I just whack them on the back of the neck. Come in here, pull. Or I just do this. This is something I do all the time. Is I go to fake grip that and they would pull away. And I slap them over the top. And I got hold of this at the back of the neck. So you can do this throw, all these throws you can do from here as well, which is even better for breaking the posture. So however you want to do it. Okay, we'll do it from here. Okay, so, but we've both gripped up. And we're down here. Okay, my foot is going to go onto his belt. Okay, I'm right-handed and I'm going to throw it with, I'm going to use my left foot. How you want to do it is up to you. I'm going to talk it through as a right-handed person doing it with their left foot. My left foot is going to go to his belt, and I drop underneath, and I'm going to try and lay inside control underneath him, but with a foot on his belt. Okay? I'm going to use my hand to put, so my head's going to be near his right foot, and I'm going to pull him up over my head, using my hands and my foot, and then steer him over my left shoulder. And that's quite a lot to take in. Okay? It might be easier actually if we stand. Can you guys move back a little bit? I'm sweating in my head indeed. We're going to use this square here. So we'll be on this side of it, and I'm going to throw him into that corner. Might be in that corner. But we'll see. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to put my foot to his belt, swing my head completely under. I want to try, if I can, ideally, I want to roll my shoulders through. And if I could get him even lower to here, this would allow me to do it. I'm going to put my foot to his belt and then roll my head as deep as I can underneath. Side control at the minimum. And that's normally where you'll end up. If you can get to a north-south, even better. Okay? So if you're here, and pivot underneath, I'm going to try to aim in that corner. Using my hands a lot. Here. Okay? Is that, yeah.
So he has a right grip, but a left stance on the feet.
He did that, he could have any stance, I don't really care.
So can he have, like, if he has his right leg at the front, you would do the same?
Yeah, so for here, to be honest, I may just grab his leg. If it's available to grab, if it's so close it's in my way, I'll probably just grab it. So if we're here, and that leg's forwards, we're going to come in.
Yeah.
Ankle picking. If it's in my way and I think I can't go for this throw, but why square peg a round hole, right? I've got me here, but that leg's right there. Thank you very much.
So you need the space for you to...
Yeah, but if he doesn't give me the space, he gives me his legs, which is what I really want.
Yeah.
The whole point in Jiu-Jitsu of people doing this is to keep their legs back. If his legs are available to me, yeah. Ankle picking. Yeah. But he's not giving me that leg. Here. I can't get to it. Okay, but there is space for me to put myself into. So I'm going to, a nice high grip, remember that's so important, this high grip here. Hand to the elbow. Okay, this might be difficult to make it work. Maybe it'll work for you. I like to go to the elbow, at least a little tricep. Okay, foot to the hip and roll underneath. Roll under here. Take him over. Okay. Again, I've done this in judo competition at a decent level. These are all of these throws I have. They're nice and safe. And if they go wrong, what are you risking? You end up in guard. And in judo, okay, stand back up again. In jiu-jitsu, well, I'm with my guard. Okay. Yeah, like, maybe you guys like to pull guard anyway. Fine. May as well try this. You might start 2 points up. Okay. Does everybody see it? Do you need to see it again? Do you have any questions?
What are you doing with your hands? You said this a lot with the hands, so just pulling out.
Pulling up over my head. Or directing him, really. Pulling here and trying to steer him. Yeah, so let me do it to you, and I'll do it slowly so you can feel what my hands are doing. So, sorry, I'm sweating. Okay, so I've got grip up here. I'll pull you down. I'll go slow. Come in, roll under, slightly here. My hands are going to come in, and then steer over.
Okay, here.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone all right with that? Yeah, give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.